So it is 16 December 2008, and just been doing a couple videos, but I went to a Socrates cafe tonight. 1 second, I have a website here. 1 second. SocratesCafeMN.com. Listed on there. I'm in the Burnsville location, and we're at JoJo's Cafe these days. Starbucks. We used to be at Starbucks, and they had closed. That location got closed down. They were only open probably a couple years only. So it was, like I said, today was not really eventful. I didn't think I'd have a vlog today, but I'm at the meeting, and the topic was what is wrong with the Socrates method? The Socrates method. What is wrong with the Socrates method? So we're talking about it, and it's just going fine, pleasant. Normally I'm pretty attentive, but today I was not quite into it. I was just thinking of the site. I was thinking of bend them over. I was just thinking of philosophy. Like I need to talk a little bit more about my philosophy. I was thinking of freakinggeek.com, which I've got some political stuff on there, political philosophies. I was just daydreaming a lot about other things. I wasn't able to keep focused, and that normally only occurs in church. This is why I'm religious about my philosophy group, because I'm always very attentive, and I just really enjoy it, and it's actually enjoyable today. I was just off on another tangent, so it's going good. And at 2/3 of it through, I put I just all of a sudden think, hey, I wouldn't mind getting John to talk about. John he runs this thing, and I really respect him. I think he does a fantastic job. He never has. He never has. I've never heard him say the same example of something. He's got an unbelievable background of stuff, evidently, that I almost never hear him repeat anything. Everything's fresh with him. I'm pretty good about doing that, but I don't know if he's intentionally doing that, but I never hear, and it's just beautiful because he's just got a lot of information about philosophy, and he reads a lot, and he's got all this information, and it hardly ever repeats. It's just fantastic. So I'm going to try to get him to do what I'm doing here, and maybe put him. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna. I got to talk to him, but so I just had a spur of the moment. I picked my camera out. I got a movie shot, so I put it on the table, and I got it directed at John. So I want you all to meet him sometime. Shannon also runs it. And so I'm just got the shot on John, and I haven't interrupted. I didn't want to interrupt the moments. I didn't want to interrupt everybody and say, hey, can I do this? I had no idea. I thought this was going to be no problem. But I'm not going to. It's going to be distracting if I'm moving the camera around everybody, right? I don't know. I'm just wondering. So I just keep it on John, but I'm getting everybody's audio, so we're hearing the conversation. I'm just going to let you fill you in on a half an hour of my Socrates philosophy class, and let you know what I do on a weekly basis. It's basically it's my religion is this class. I go almost every week. I'm going to mention a name. I'm just going to say his name is JoJo. I'm not okay. Well, I might post his name for real. What happened is that I love this guy, JoJo, and he's got a conservative viewpoint. I've got a liberal, and we clash, and we get along pretty great. We respect each other's viewpoints, and we clash, and we sort of argue. It's really a mild setting for what could be argument. Nobody's ever argued in this class. and I'll cut to the chase here. What happened is at the very end, I'm doing this, and I'm doing it for half an hour, and I'm not interrupting because I don't want to distract anybody from a pleasant conversation, which I thought I could post. At the end, I'm going to ask if I can just get their face on the video so that everybody can see who they've been hearing for the past half hour. So I mentioned, yeah, I've been kind of recording this for a post on a website, and JoJo just went off the handle. I mean, we clash on most viewpoints, on almost every viewpoint. He's very conservative. I'm quite liberal. And never have I seen this level of excitement out of him, and to the fact that we're almost ready to duke it out. I mean, it was. I'm trying to tell him relax, and he just could not believe that I had the gall to record him. I mean, it's like I'm thinking, who cares? This is my. I figured maybe I wouldn't. Some people are camera shy about getting their face on the camera, so I was just going to get their shot at the end. Turn on, just do a 360 on the crowd to see who's there. I figured the audio would be no problem, but no, he doesn't want anything. Not, and it wasn't just that was it. It had to come to blows. The gall of me to think that, if JoJo, wants to speak his mind, why not make it well known? Why not put it on a website where we can record this? I think John wouldn't have had this is for John. I was just doing this for John because I just had a feeling he wouldn't mind this. And I have to email him, but it looks like it's not going to be able to happen in that setting to be able to. But I think I'm going to see if John wants to get some of his viewpoints in some kind of webcam view like what I'm doing here. One second. By the way, it just took 3 minutes. Everybody cooled down to me, and me and JoJo were hugging. I'm even afraid to say his name right now because, my goodness, I can't believe this. I don't, because Shannon, she's saying how she's a lawyer. She runs John and Shannon run this thing, and Shannon's a lawyer, and she's whipping out legal things about you can't record anything without permission. And I'm just like, the way JoJo is approaching me, it's like I've done this on purpose, like I've maliciously out to cause an explosion here. And anyway, this way it took 3 minutes, and we were hugging after 3 minutes. We are good friends. Like I said, I have a hard time believing I can't say his name right now, but I'll just hold off. And I'll just say that, like I say, never have I seen this kind of excitement in any of our discussions for the past 2 years. I've been in this class weekly. And the heat generated from simply taking his words and just making it publicly known so that I can let everybody know out there that my class is even we only have 4 or 5 people today, it's very well rounded. There's a lot of knowledge. Normally it's like 10, 15 people there, but it's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge to help make this thing happen. And I did not think I needed to. I was going to think I was going to post maybe something about the actual video, but now I don't even dare even say his name. And anyways, again, I was just doing this for John saw the video camera, and so I assumed he knew this was happening. And nobody said anything for half an hour. We're all talking for half an hour. I got this camera on the table. Nobody said a thing. And I'm made out to be some malicious, some malicious, ear on the wall, Another word for that. Hang on. Oh, spy, I guess would be the word, spy. As though, anyway, I have no problem. I could care less if there were cameras on me for real and watching me, because, if they want to see me picking my nose, and scratching my nads or whatever, if this is what they want to see, I got no problem with that, So, but evidently some people do have a problem with that. Now I might talk about that sometime. And I'm trying to think of a philosophy section. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it this page or maybe on my Freaking Geek or maybe on my Truman Show. A philosophy section that talks about these things, and including one would be like privacy. And I could just mention what happened here tonight in a privacy section. But I have my shirt on here. It says, "Praise Jesus for allowing me to sin." Well, boy, it looks like I did a sin today. And on the back it says, "Keep on sinning because you are forgiven." So, and it took 3 minutes, but JoJo finally did forgive me, and like I say, we were hugging, so we're square. Like I said, we're all pretty good friends in this thing. 1 second. I mean, part of the reason for not saying anything at the beginning is I didn't want to casually interrupt a good conversation. And just sort of capture the moment, right? I mean, this is the idea. But imagine if I had told this right at the beginning, there would be this explosion of anger, like the gall of me to do this, and then the complete discussion would have, it would have been shot. It would have been over. I don't think it could have gone on any farther with the way this happened. I mean, and that's not what I was just holding back because I didn't want to interrupt I didn't want to mildly interrupt it. But imagine this explosion from JoJo. What happened? It could only, I don't know what would happen. I mean, I've never seen this in any of our arguments, and it's, like I said, we have at max arguments, but this was an explosion. We've had, there's disagreeing, and then there's just duke it out, you know. Holy cow, man! Oh, went to dinner at Hosanna Church. Got this meal, and they had this sort of a concert thing with dancers and Christmas carols. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool place. I went there. Let's see, a week ago Sunday. So a week ago yesterday, and it was mild. When I went there, I guess I should have posted it maybe, but talk about it now a little bit. It wasn't. I got there a little late, and at the service on Sunday, and it was just. That's why I didn't even post anything. There's nothing really happening. That's not much to say. I did tell them that I was, I went up to they have some prayer. They have some praying servants in the front, so I went up there and had somebody do a prayer for me. I told them that, I think I'm Jesus and God, and can you pray for me? I'm in the Truman Show. Can you pray for me? And they kind of did a little bit of an about face, but she did a prayer for me, and it was wonderful. Gave her a check for basically the meals that I've been getting at the on Tuesdays. And again, I guess I could compare that. I could talk about that a little bit. It's just there's a comparison between yesterday I went out to church and I say I'm Jesus and God, and they go, "Oh, come on back." And at Hosanna they didn't say that. It's just it basically wasn't eventful as yesterday. Excuse me. 2 days ago, 2 days ago Sunday, and the Hosanna was a week ago, 2 days, 9 days ago. Today's Tuesday. Anyways, I'm getting my days mixed up. 1 second. Got my camera, was it about 2 weeks ago now, and just kind of been having some fun with taking pictures. And I've been noticing that some people are camera shy, and I've got some pictures that a log of pictures, and I'm not sure if and when I'm going to post those, just because of what happened today as far as the privacy issue. I but before I take a person's picture, I do ask the permission and stuff. So I think some let me have it, but I think they kind of regret it at the end when they realize that the freak is pretty public, and I'm the freak, and it's gonna be pretty public, and maybe one day, and maybe they'd be embarrassed to be associated with me. I don't know, but it's all in good fun. It's supposed to be, but I mean, after what happened today, it's like, yeah, I guess it would have been real easy just to ask at the beginning of the meeting today to see if I should do this, and that would have prevented I don't know if that would have prevented the explosion, or I don't know. Jeez, I just didn't think it would be a problem just to get people's voices in a conversation that we're having, that I think is fairly important in my life. So I figure why not post it on my blog. That's what blogs are about: posting your day, posting what's going on in your world. So.